What's going on, everybody? Well, there you have it. The Philadelphia Flyers get the first win of the season tonight. Home opener. And a big and a beatdown to the world champions. Wow. Shocking. Shocking deliver from the Philadelphia Flyers. And all I got to say is Coots, 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 Coots. That's right. Sean Couturier, my player of the game right off the bat. 2 goals, an assist. Like, he was really, really good in today's game. Being at the right places at the right time. Again, you look at the way he was being guarded in his first situation, being the assist man. He was checked up against the board by two defenders, and he finds with a naked open eye, he finds Tyson Forster wide open. Tyson Forster will then get aggressive and set the tone of the game. And then Sean Couturier, Travis Sanheim with a poke check with Travis connecting would come up with the turnover, make a long stretch pass to Sean Couturier. Sean Couturier on a run, on a breakaway, finds the back of the net. Oh, man. But then the party didn't stop there. Oh, no, it didn't. Because Trevor Zegras, just getting sandwiched right there in the third quarter, third period, just getting sandwiched between the net by two defenders. And he was able to escape it. Like Carson Wentz did when a few years ago when the Philadelphia Eagles made that run that I don't know if you guys remember the play where the Commanders, they squashed Carson Wentz and he rolled out of the pocket and still made a play. Well, that was like tonight. Travis Zekras was squished behind the net. He dodges a bullet and makes a pass to Sean Couturier, and Sean Couturier going top shelf. Man, it just a lot of action tonight. A lot of action. Let's get into it. By the Eagle fan coming right into the game here. He goes, OMG, that's right. Being the Panthers is huge. You gotta remember though, it's huge, but Big Bobby was not between the pipes. You gotta remember that. It would probably be a whole different story if Big Bobby was between the pipes. However, this is a nice win. The Florida Panthers had nice 3 home wins. They got comfortable playing in the South Beach. They got comfortable with that nice, beautiful weather. But first game on the road, come to Philly, come into this nasty, cold, rainy day. And when it rains, it pours. Apparently, it wasn't just raining outside. It was apparently raining at the T-Mobile Arena. And that's what happened. Joe House has great win, absolutely. Coots had a great game as he did. Yes, he did. Huge. He was huge tonight. Huge, huge, huge. I loved his game. I loved everything that he brought today. Coots played like a leader tonight. He played like a leader. He was very sharp, very, very sharp in the opening. You just making plays. This is how winning is done. And the first win as a head coach for Rick Tocchet. How about it? Rick Tocchet. But let's get into my second player of the game. And I got to go to Danny Villeltar. Danny Letar, excuse me. I don't know why I put the V in there. Danny Letar just had a sensational game. Had a sensational game. Stopped 24 out of 26 shots tonight. 24 out of 26 shots. Danny Letar was really good. And Danny Letar is going to give Sam Harrison competition. And I said this on the PM on the AM show. When Sam Harrison has competition for that 1A goaltender spot, he plays better. If you remember a few years ago, when Carter Hart was here, you saw a better Sam Harrison. Not so much last year, not when he was the 1A guy, but definitely was. My main man, Pots and Pans, I said PM and the AM, and he shall appear. My man Mike Larry goes, how about them Flyers? Yeah, huge win. huge win over the champions. But you got to remember, though, guys, let's not let's not take our shirts off and have a wet t-shirt contest. Not so fast. You got to remember that Big Bobby was not between the pipes. You got to remember that. He actually had their backup in there. He actually had his uh, backup goaltender in there, Daniel Tavares. And I don't want to butcher. I am terrible with goaltender names, hockey names in general. Tavares, if I'm saying that name right, but I'm pretty much butchering it. But anyway, you got to remember they had their backup in there, and you got to remember this is not Big Bobby. Big Bruskalov would have made a difference. It would have been the difference maker. But again, however, nonetheless, the Philadelphia Flyers get a huge win over the champions, and really what you kind of expected. The Flyers destroyer Sam Reinhart, he got things going. Shorthanded goal for the Florida Panthers. Again, this guy's been a problem in the side of the Flyers since he wasn't with the Sabres. Since his days with the Sabres, he's been a problem in the side of the Flyers as he gets a shorthanded goal. Then the Florida Panthers would get a power play goal a little bit after that. And again, they would get a power play goal in the third period. Flyers really hurt themselves in the third period, giving up a bunch of bad penalties, and one of them did pay off by for the Florida Panthers when Sam Bennett gets an open look, finds a wide open shot for him to take with Latar being on his back, and that's what happened. But outside of that, this was the Flyers game. This was their breakout game. They've been playing teams tough. They've been playing Carolina tough. They played Florida tough on their opening day, and now things are paying off. And again, this Tyson Forster, Noah Cates, Bobby Brink line is the young youth going wild. This is a youth going wild. So again, like I mentioned, Tyson Foster sets the tone of the game, gets their first goal. Sean Couturier would get the second goal. He would get the third goal as well, saying, Sean Couturier. And then a couple empty netters will fall into place for the Philadelphia Flyers as Bobby Brink gets the empty goal. And so does Trevor Zegras. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Christian Dvorak gets the other empty netter. Again, this is a breakout game for the Philadelphia Flyers. High offense. A couple empty netters came into play. They took advantage of a backup goaltender, making smart plays across the ice. I mean, this team looked sharp tonight. This team looked sharp. Other than the third period, I wasn't really too thrilled with. Again, giving up a bunch of penalties. Really didn't get anything going offensively since the second period. That was an alarming issue. Again, I thought for the most part of this game, they played well, good, disciplined hockey, but giving up 4 penalties, that's 8 minutes of not being on the ice, and eventually cost you. But however, the Philadelphia Flyers pick up the W. They get their most important 3 points. Good win. This is a good win. It feels good seeing the offense click on all cylinders. And like I said, I hate to pee in everyone's Cheerios, but you got to remember, you're taking advantage of a backup cold dinner. This ain't Big Bobby back there. This ain't Bruskalov back there. Whole different story, Big Bob's back there. If Bruskalov is back there. Different story. But again, good game. Good game from the Flyers defense tonight. I think Travis Sanheim played, and again, it cringes my teeth every time I see that NHL endorsement, and he has it like a cameo in it, and it cringes my teeth because he deserves none of it. But he played a little better tonight. He's been playing a little better. But we guys, I know it's early. I know it's way early in the season, but I need to see Mitchkov get going a little bit. I kind of need to see Mitchkov get going a little bit. But nonetheless, I'm not going to get too upset. I'm going to celebrate this win. This was a huge win for the Philadelphia Flyers. First win under Rick Tocchet. Good things. These are good things. And some of the good things that stood out. And like I said, as we just all mentioned, Joe Howard mentioned, everyone's mentioned, Coots. The dog and Coots playing phenomenal tonight. Sergei Bobrovsky not in the lineup, though. You got to remember that, Flyer fans. You took care of a backup goaltender. Well, let's not give ourselves a wet T-shirt contest. Not just yet, but celebrate the win. Huge, 5-2. Couple empty netters were played. Sean Couturier playing like a leader. I'll give him that. Scored when called upon. TK with an assist tonight. Nice stretch along pass on that first goal. Or second goal, excuse me. Nice stretch along pass. And just for, Travis Seacrest, like I said, that the last meaningful goal was really impressive. I mean, you got sandwiched by two defenders behind the Flyers net, and you were still able to escape that and make a play and finish the play to Sean Couturier, and Sean Couturier goes top shelf. Like, that's unheard of. Like, that may be on ESPN's highlight reel tonight. I'd be shocked if it don't make top two plays. I mean, that was insane, and that was sick. Sick. My man Dave Yarnell checking into the program. He goes, nice win for the Fly guys. Absolutely. The Flyers taking care of business tonight. And that's what you want to see, man. That's what you want to see. This is how this Flyers team is supposed to click. That's what you want to see. Let's look at the numbers for the Florida Panthers. Danny Tarasolov, goaltender, sold 20 shots and stopped 17 out of 20 shots. Gave up 3 goals, three meaningful goals, and then wound up giving up 5, really. Well, no. Then it would be the 2 empty netters. Sean, like I said, Sam Reinhart, the Flyers destroyer. Like I said, he's been a Flyers thorn in their side as long as I can remember him stepping foot on the ice. Again, he's been a thorn in their side since his Buffalo days. Now with Florida Panthers, he's been, and Sam Bennett, same thing. Gets the power play goals. Sam Reinhart gets the shorthanded goal. These kind of guys just know how to pick the Flyers team apart. But again, if you look at the Flyers side of things, getting things rocking and rolling, Sean Couturier having the game of the night. You probably won't see that from him for a little while. Christian Dvorak getting himself an empty netter. Bobby Brink getting himself an empty netter. Sean Couturier, 2 for 2. 2 goals, 2 assists. Noah Cates gets an assist tonight. Travis Connecting gets an assist tonight. But like I said, if there's a negative that you got to take away, and this Flyers team is now at an alarming rate of giving up some bad penalties. 4 penalties for tonight. I think 5 in Game 2 against the Hurricanes and 5 on the opening night. That's too many minutes in the sin bin. Way too many. And Rick Tocchet and their coaching staff have to work on that. Have to work on limiting the sin bin time. They got to play better disciplined hockey here. That's the only negative that I could take away from this team. in the small sample size that I've gotten from them is that they got to relax, take a breather, relax. But like I said, the defense was decent tonight. And I'll be the first one who usually harps on about the Flyers defense. Defense was in front of the goaltending tonight. Danny Latar looking really, really promising. I know he ain't the future of this team, but for right now, he's pushing Sam Ersson to be a better goaltender, and he's pushing himself to be a goaltender, whether he's going to be here next year, whether he's going to be auditioning for another job somewhere else. For the meantime that he's here, he's looked pretty good so far, and he's last couple of games against his first appearances against the Florida Panthers. He's looked really, really good. How about Travis Sanheim getting himself to assess? Again, Travis Sanheim playing meaningful, showing something on the offensive side of the puck for once. Again, he had a great, great poke check. That was kind of like the difference maker. He gets that poke check out to Travis Konechny, and Travis Konechny makes that long stretch pass to Sean Couturier. So, guys, I mean, what do you think? I mean, other than let's go Flyers, I mean, what did you guys see that was a difference maker with this squad? You know, last week we were looking to how can Philadelphia sports turn the page, and well, here we are. The page has turned. The page has turned. And here we are. Looking really, really good. The squad's looking really, really good. But nonetheless, the Philadelphia Flyers played a great, great game. The Philadelphia Flyers played a really good game tonight. And you got to be excited for them. Dave Yarnell saying the Philadelphia Flyers goaltending was solid tonight. Yes, it was. Yes, it was, Dave. It was very successful. You know, they had it. You know, the goaltending has been good these last couple of games, and that's again, you got to remember in hockey, you got to build from inside out. It starts from the goaltending. It goes through the defense. If you have that taken care of, the offense could take care of itself. The offense should be able to take care of itself. And that's what you had. And the goaltending has been solid. The goaltending has been a huge plus. Levartar has been great. Danny Levartar has been a good, solid addition to this club. Kudos to the Philadelphia Flyers front office. I know he's just a Band-Aid. I know he's not the surgery that's going to solve this Flyers team for the future goaltending. I know he's just a Band-Aid on the wound. But so far, we're not itching. We're not scratching. We're not bleeding. It's been good. It's been real good with this team. And like I said, when you break down the defense that's in front of them, it's been a plus. And I'll start with the guy I've been most critical of, Strauss Sanheim. Jamie Drysdale getting himself an assist tonight. And again, I get these are empty net goals. These are gimmies. But looking in these couple of years past, and not to knock John Tortorella, like, you know, power play for scoring for this team has been, it's been big issues. Just to get a couple empty netters, I'm happy with. But and look at the trouble though. Like I mentioned, the Philadelphia Flyers getting themselves into, you know, penalty box trouble. Same for the Panthers. Panthers early on in this game found themselves 4 times in the same minute as well. 4 times. Now, unfortunately, the Flyers didn't come up came up 0-4. And that's something the Flyers have to work on, especially when you play these better teams. You have to strike lightning. You have to find ways that find some kind of crack in the wall when you're on power play time. So again, guys, Flyers win 5-2. Let me go around the league a little bit and let's take a look and see. Let's go see what's going on around the league a little bit here. Flyers like a win 5-2. Excuse me. Flyers with a big night. Sean Couturier with a huge night. With 2 goals, 2 assists. Huge there. Let's go dial up and see what's going around the league. For the rest, I got you here. Third period action. The Wild in Minnesota handling the LA Kings right now. 3-0. They're taking names and kicking butt. We're at the second intermission right now. The Chicago Blackhawks are beating up on the Utah Mammoth 1-0. Here goes a couple other finals. The Avalanche go in Buffalo, winning 3-1. The Lightning win 4-3 in Boston. The Predators win 4-1 over the Senators. The Jets win 5-2 over the Islanders. The Red Wings win 3-2. The Red Wings win 3-2 over the Maple Leafs. The Devils win 3-2 over the Blue Jackets and Buffalo. And the Blues win 5-2 over the Canucks. And that would be your scores around the league. Dave Darnell's also was Dave Darnell saying too. If they continue to play at this pace, they will be a solid team. Yeah, Dave, that's the problem. The Flyers can play at this pace. Can they hold it up? Can it be sustainable? Again, we're going to take it day by day. I don't expect this team to be like this in every situation, in every game. But again, it's nice to see the Flyers win. Flyers with a huge W. Can the Flyers' success be sustainable? That's going to be the big question going forward. But yes, I agree, David. If the goaltending and the defense plays like this moving forward, the offense will be there. If the offense can play like they've been playing, yeah, this Flyers team will have no problems moving forward. None. None at all. The Flyers should be just fine. I think the Flyers are going to be just fine moving forward. All right, guys, let me get into, I guess it's like my Broad Street bottom line. And that would be the Philadelphia Flyers. Sean Couturier playing like a captain, leading this team to victory. The offense clicking on all cylinders. That third line continues to roar. The line continues to roar. Trevor Zegras just escaping danger and still finishing the play. Going to be on your ESPN highlight reel. Your goaltending situation seems to be secured at the moment. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay the way that this goaltending is playing right now. Like I mentioned, you got to remember, for Flyer fans, you took advantage of a backup goaltender and Taylor Zoloff, but that's fine. The offense did what they had to do. Levartar, again, giving up. Stop 26 shots on net tonight. Think about that. 24 out of 26 shots tonight against a really high-powered offense. Against guys who can normally destroy this Flyers club. This is a really good win. This is a really good win. Take it, move on, get to the next game. Come Thursday, Mike Lauer's got you covered. It should be a fun ride. It should be a fun ride moving forward. So, again, guys, Philadelphia Flyers handle business, winning 5-2 over the Air Champions of the Florida Panthers. Next up, Thursday, the schedule. Like Mike said, I don't know what the Flyers did to get this gauntlet schedule right at the chute, because next coming in here is the Winnipeg Jets this Thursday night. This Thursday night, you get the Winnipeg Jets. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be easy. Then you got Minnesota Wild on Saturday. Matty B's got you covered. A couple other comments coming in. Oh, my man Ricky says, "Go Flyers." Yes, Ricky, go Flyers. Dave Darnold's also checking it. If they believe in Tockett's system, they will win their share of games this season. And that's, you know what, Dave? That's where you're right. 100%. It's all about believing in your coach's message. If they are believing in Tocchet, and Tocchet is believing in their players, and the players are believing in him, this could be a long run. We don't know the conversations that are going on with this team. He's a fresh coach. They needed something fresh. His message is fresh. And like Dave said, if his message is fresh and it's working, then the players are going to be just fine. And again, you look at this team on paper, they stand no chance, even with a backup goaltender coming to South Philly. The Florida Panthers should have steamrolled this team on paper. But paper and reality do not hold up. It doesn't always match. And that's what you have. It's not always matching up. And that's what you got. Ricky says, let's go Flyers. Yes, let's go Flyers. Hey, listen, they're winning now. Well, they got their win tonight. Let's see if they can build off that. It's going to be hard to do with Winnipeg coming in. But if they could get, continue to steamroll like this through the NHL, start getting some more W's, it's a feel-good feeling right now in Philadelphia sports, and we can all need a good feeling right now. Whether you believe in this team or not, but wins don't want to use that term, wins and win, but they won convincingly tonight. Let's see if they can continue this win come Thursday night. And you got to remember, this is the first of a few road games for the Florida Panthers. Like I said, this is the first road game for them. They got a little out of their comfort zone out of Florida, South Florida. They had to come to South Philly, and they caught a South Philly beatdown tonight. And that's the story. All right, everyone. Have a great night. I'll catch you later. Stay safe. Matty B's got you at the top of the hour. Guys, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.